Welcome to our segment, Who do U.S. tax laws apply to? This is a question that I often get asked. Who do the U.S. tax laws apply to? The answer is U.S. residents. So then the question needs to be asked and answered, who is a U.S. resident? Well, if you're a U.S. citizen, you're a U.S. resident. If you're a green card holder, you're a U.S. resident. You're also a resident if you meet the substantial presence test. Substantial presence test is basically where you can become a U.S. tax resident simply by spending too much time in the United States. Basically, it's 183 days over a 3-year period. But it's the IRS, so it's not just as easy as taking the last 3 years, figuring out how many days you spent in the United States, and if it's 183 or more, you're a U.S. tax resident. No. If you wanted to figure out if you met the substantial presence test, you have to add up all the days that you spent in the U.S. during the current year. So if we wanted to figure that out for 2015, we'd say, how many days have been spent in the U.S. in 2015? If that number is 31 days or more, we have to add all the days spent in the U.S. in 2015. A third of the days from 2014 and a sixth of the days from 2013. If that number equals 183, then the substantial presence test has been met. Well, what does that mean? What laws are you going to be subject to? U.S. residents are required to pay tax on their worldwide income based on their citizenship. This means that regardless of where you live, you still have to file and pay taxes in the United States, even if you haven't been there in 20 years. This is different than most countries that taxed based on residency rather than on citizenship. You basically have the same tax return filing requirements as an American living in America. You have to report your worldwide income. There are some special considerations that you need to keep in mind as well. The foreign earned income exclusion, which is essentially a tax-free amount of money you can earn while living abroad. The foreign housing exclusion, which is designed to help offset your cost of living while abroad. The foreign tax credit, which is credit for foreign income taxes that you paid while living abroad. You also have to be mindful that there's several reporting requirements for foreign entities and accounts and things like that if you are a foreign resident. We thank you for joining us in this segment of Who do U.S. tax laws apply to? We hope you found it informational.